Everybody, welcome to the Meno Lounge Summer Edition monthly series with Barb Sobel, our clinical nutritionist. We are talking about navigating all the summer fun and sticking to kind of what we want to eat, thinking through. And I've been struggling, so I'm super excited about this. All right, Barb, I see you. Let me bring you up. Heather, hi Athena, hi Honesty Yoga. The honest yoga that's what I see. Is that right? Hi, so glad you're here. Barb, I know you're joining us.
Hi. Can you
Oh,
hear me
I'm
okay?
loving your veggies back there.
Oh, yeah.
Is that new?
No.
Oh,
I
never
think I
mind.
just moved over. I was a little I don't know. I must have been like this before.
Okay, your
Yeah.
volume is a little low. I just checked mine
Okay.
and turned it up. So,
Am I better?
oh, better.
Okay.
Better.
Good.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. Hey, how are you? I haven't seen you in so long.
I know, it's been way too long.
Way too long.
Here we are in summer already, and I was thinking over Father's Day, Barb, like, oh goodness, cheeseburgers, brioche buns, chocolate cake, baked beans, chips,
You should have
salsa.
invited me.
I decided I was just not going to worry about it. I did a lot of steps in the morning and went with it. But I just felt like, I've been eating, we talk a lot about how we're getting in our protein and getting in our fiber, all those things. And it was just like, woohoo, free for
Yeah.
all. But I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm looking forward to this conversation because we're not about like your summer body, skinny, whatever. We're already in it, girls. Let's do the thing. But how do we navigate?
Yeah, so let's just use this before we have all the tips. Let's just use this example because it's a really good one. You end up in a place, you want to be with the people you're with, you're celebrating. There might not be the stuff that you really you wanted to be there. The best thing I can say is embrace where you are, embrace the people you are with, enjoy your favorite things. Don't eat the things you don't like. Eat them slowly and just let go. Enjoy them. That's part of our human experience, right? Food tastes good to us.
Yeah.
So can you be in the moment and just enjoy it, right? So that's the first thing. I
I
mean,
love that.
it's
Because
summer. I'm
otherwise,
never not gonna have ice cream,
right?
right?
Never not
Right? I
gonna
mean,
have ice
and
cream.
we're not going to enjoy it if we feel guilty or we're shaming ourselves or we feel bad or whatever. Your whole diet is not going to go off the rails because of one or two meals.
Right.
So,
And when we say diet, we don't even mean like diet, like the way we eat, right? The way
right.
we want to eat.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, because chocolate cake, my mom makes the most amazing from scratch chocolate cake. And I'm never not going to have that ever.
Exactly. Yeah. And if you're not hungry, you might say, can I have this later or take a bite or two, right? Or if you're feeling guilty about it, you're not even going to enjoy it. So what is the point?
What is the point? And then you're just going to eat another one because you're feeling bad about it. And
Exactly. Yeah.
although I do play a little game with myself of taking one piece and cutting it in half because I always want to. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
I just want to. I do that with pizza too. I cut my one slice in half because I want to, no matter what.
Yeah, it's like putting it on a smaller plate so your portion size looks bigger, right?
I know.
Yeah.
Piling on all the veggies on top.
Yeah.
Okay, I know you got some. I hope we're going to talk about.
I just made a little list. Okay, so first of all, eat mindfully and just enjoy what you're eating, right? So that's number one. Number two, just like when you're not on vacation and you're not at a barbecue and it's not summer, if you have a plan, it's going to go, if we don't have a plan, who knows what's going to happen.
Have a plan. It's just not the one you want.
Exactly. Exactly. So think about what your day is going to be like and come up with a plan. And, one of the things you can do with that plan is like anchor in a good breakfast. Like, let's get your blood sugar stable. Let's get some fiber in there, maybe some good nutrients, some fruit or something, and have a good breakfast to set you off. So that your blood sugar is stable during the day and you make better decisions the whole rest of the day.
Yeah, that's really good. I've been practicing because a lot of times I'll have protein, if I'm in a hurry, protein powder and Greek yogurt with some berries
Yes.
on top. But that is starting my day with a sweet all the time. And I'm trying to move away from that and
Yeah.
starting with a savory, a turkey
Like an
patty
egg
and
or,
an
yeah.
egg.
Yeah.
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 So anchoring that with that good amount of protein and fiber in the morning to get you
Yeah. I mean, I
set
think
for the day.
exactly. So that's really important. Um, you know, if you're going to an event, you can always ask if you can bring something. Rarely does a hostess say no, right? And then you can bring something that maybe you bring like a healthy potato salad, or you're the one that brings a big bowl of watermelon or berries, or a not as sugary dessert or something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
something that is really nutritious and nourishing and is
Mm-hmm.
going to help you. So that's another thing that you can do.
I love that.
Um, Another thing to do is, we often make poor decisions when we get over hungry. So pack good, healthy
Yeah.
snacks. Get your protein, get your fiber in there, maybe get some crunchy vegetables, whatever it is. And it depends where you're going, right? Some
Mm-hmm.
things, if you're on an airplane, if you're doing a long drive, you're just at the beach all day, whatever, packing some snacks so that you don't get over hungry and then just eat
Right.
whatever.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, a lot of times I'll have a MenoWell bar, obviously, on my way to somewhere, and then
Yep.
I'm full, and I
Yep.
have all that water. I know you're talking about, water, but have my water and bar. So when I get there, I'm not just so excited about the hors d'oeuvres.
Right. You can actually talk to the people, right? And if something looks really good, you might have it, but you're not like dying.
It's not, you don't turn it into a meal
Right.
beforehand.
Right. Because the meal's coming. Yeah. 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 So another thing in summer that's, I think, really helpful, in the summer, we have so many good fruits and vegetables, and leaning into them. Like, this is the time of year, we have all those stone fruits. Certainly where we live, at the end of the summer, we have like tomatoes and peppers and all the stuff that's in season and tastes so much better.
Mm-hmm.
So leaning into that, what is available and what is in season, those things are always taste their best when they're in season.
I
So
love it. If I can get out of my pajamas on Sundays,
you like to go to the farmer's market? Yeah.
farmers market, and because it does take time, I'll come back
Yeah.
with sacks of all the green things and orange things, and I'm like, okay, what did Barbara make sure I have all the colors here?
Right.
But
And
it
you
takes
want to be
time.
smart about it too, because you don't want to come back with a bunch of things that you're not going to
Right, or
use.
too
Or too
much, which
much.
I can do that
Yeah.
because it's so beautiful, and then I'm like, I am not going to eat all this stuff, so I'll end up sharing it with my neighbors. But then I spend a good hour, maybe longer, cutting it all up, prepping it into
Yeah.
one big bowl. So I make that salad for a good 3 or 4 days, sealed up.
Yeah.
I'll do all the washing and chopping ahead of time, because who has time to chop midweek?
Right.
No.
Right. No, I love doing that. And as long as you wrap it up in something that absorbs the moisture a little bit, so some towels or paper towels, and then you just go in and grab a few
Yeah.
handfuls.
I leave tongs on top of the big container,
Oh, that's
so that keeps
perfect.
people's hands out of
Oh,
it,
yeah.
other people's
Yeah.
hands that I don't
Yeah.
want in there. But
There you go.
so
You've got all the
I
hacks.
have
Yeah.
it's the consistency I struggle with, Barb. It is not the ideas, but the consistency. But okay, so we're gonna get more of our beautiful vegetables from the farmers market and
Yeah. Yeah.
enjoy
Or
all the
anywhere, any market, right?
anywhere because it's in
Yeah.
season.
Yeah. But I love when I travel going to a farmer's market because you get to see what's local there and taste it. And there's often different things than we have in our own little at home.
Yeah, that's
Right?
fun. My mom likes to do that. I'm
Yeah.
like, I just want to go to the beach. She's like, let's go to the farmer's market.
Yeah.
Okay. But you always find
You
something
always
new.
find something
Yeah.
interesting. And they let you taste it and it's good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, another thing, it's sort of four things in one, but I'm just gonna put them all together. Don't forget like those basic things, like stay hydrated. It's easy to get dehydrated in the summer. We often think we're hungry, but we're thirsty. So make sure you are hydrated.
This is my
Exactly.
new
Oh,
obsession.
wow.
It has the rubber thing because of course I would break the glass
Yeah,
thing for sure.
I'm seeing,
But
and I can
I
see
like
through
being
it.
able to see it,
Yeah.
Like
Cool.
obviously I have a little ways to go here
Yeah.
today.
Well, that must be your second or third one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So movement, right? If we're like, it's summer, sometimes it's just plain too hot. But if we can walk somewhere, if we can get up and stretch or whatever, like that makes a difference in how we feel. If we're feeling sluggish, we often go for like kind of junky snacks and whatever.
Right.
So movement can help. Stress, we have stress in the summer. I don't know. A lot of
Yeah,
it.
because even though it can feel more flexible, it can also be really stressful, especially if you still have kids home. I do
Yeah.
not, you do not.
Yeah.
But even that, the schedules just change a little bit, so the routine gets kind of
Right.
off, and
Certain
that can feel
like
stressful.
traveling can be
Traveling.
stressful. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Even before you go traveling, like you get your work done and then you come home and there's all, and all the stuff. So take a few minutes, breathe, do whatever it is you need to do to relax a little bit because when we're stressed, we often go for some little treat that makes us feel good in the morning. I mean, in the moment. And that doesn't really help with our overall diet. And I think we think summer is so carefree. It is, I think, if you're in second grade, but for the rest of us,
That hurt, Barb.
yeah.
Jeez.
Well, I mean, it's just like there's a lot,
Yeah.
right? You don't always think about it, right?
Yeah.
And then sleep. We can't forget the basics. Like it's still important to sleep. People who don't have a good night's sleep don't make as good decisions about what they're going to eat the next day.
Yeah.
We tend to eat more calories because we're tired. We want to get that energy. So just paying attention to that makes a big difference.
I do notice that because it's light outside, I like to go to bed
Yeah.
early. So, but because it's light outside, my
Probably staying
normal
up.
like 9 o'clock, I think I'm gonna head, trying to make my way upstairs to bed. It's still light out. And
Yeah.
so that's pushed me back a good hour, hour and a half on my sleep. So of course that gets me on the other side as well. So
Right.
that's kind of a tough. I don't have blackout curtains. Maybe that, every
Maybe
year.
that's or you get a little mask, right? Like an
Yeah.
airplane mask. I don't know.
But then I'm sweaty. Do you get sweaty with
I
a mask on?
don't use a mask.
Do you have blackout curtains or
I
dark?
do. They're not 100%, but I did put them in my bedroom when I did. I don't have them anywhere else, just in the bedroom.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
My saving grace is
Yeah.
progesterone. Thank you very much.
You know what I've had to do, and I noticed this in a hotel. Like if there's a little electrical light, that drives me crazy. So sometimes I bring a little thing of tape and I tape over it.
That's a good idea. I know because, and sometimes in a hotel, I might want to leave the bathroom light on and cracked, if it's so dark
So
and
you
you
can
have to get up
find
in the middle
it.
of the
Yeah.
night. Right. So, but that can really goof with you. I know. But
Yeah.
sleep matters because we don't always think about sleep impacting our nutritional choices the next day. And remember, in midlife, we're not trying to be skinny. We're trying to be healthy and strong. And that means getting the most nutrient dense foods that we can as often as we can and prioritizing our BFFs, protein and fiber, right?
Right. And those things don't necessarily have the same pull as something chocolate all the time. Just saying.
Just saying. That's
Just
the
saying,
truth.
right? Yeah.
That is the
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, okay, I'm going to recap. Plan for the day, right? So,
Right.
at least, and it doesn't have to be like every single thing you're going to eat, but your plan could be, I know I'm going out to lunch today, so I'm going to order something that has at least half the plate vegetables and a good amount of protein, you know, the size of the palm of my hand or something like that, just so you have kind of an idea. Um, Good protein in the morning. Get a good breakfast in because that's going to make your blood sugar more stable the rest of the day, and you're not going to have the same cravings for foods that you might not want to be eating. Um, look for seasonal stuff. Enjoy
Mhm.
it. I mean, some of the stuff like comes in and out of season really fast, and this is when it is its best. It's also usually cheapest, so have fun with that. If you go somewhere to an event or a party or a barbecue, offer to bring something. If you're going to someone's house and you're staying with them, they probably would love it if you made breakfast or you offered to make something. Pack your snacks, or at least know where you're going to get some good snacks. Eat mindfully. Just slow down and enjoy what you are
Mhm.
eating, and let go of the guilt. Just enjoy it. And then don't forget hydration, sleep, stress, movement, all the things that we have to do every other time of year, but they make a big difference.
Yeah, they do. They do. Okay, two I want to touch on.
Yeah.
One, we have to give a shout out to the sheet pan meal because
Oh
no one
yeah.
wants to cook.
Yeah.
So Barb, the queen of the sheet pan, just remind everybody about that and how fun and easy it is.
So you put everything on a sheet pan, and I like to put down some parchment paper because it makes the cleanup even easier. And I'll put some sort of chicken or fish, or sometimes I'll even make like a little meatball or something. And then I put chunks of vegetable, and sometimes I'll even do sweet potato or garbanzo beans or something for a little bit of carbs, and um, put some seasoning on it, whatever is in your cabinet. I often use like herb de Provence or oregano, or sometimes I go really fancy and do like, I don't know, a curry flavor, or like, I don't know, turmeric or something, and then just bake it until it's all done. The key though is don't use leafy greens because they'll burn. They have to, you want something with a little thicker.
Something
So
that
broccoli, cauliflower, zucchini, peppers, tomatoes, anything like that.
squashes.
Carrots, squash, yeah, carrots,
Mhm.
even green beans. And if you're going to cook a really thin fish, you're probably going to have to pull it out before the vegetables. But even like a salmon is fine.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, yeah. I like it because you get everything in one, and it's one cleanup, and you're done. You know,
You had me at one cleanup,
I know it's
one
sort of like
parchment
grilling.
paper.
Like you put your chicken on the grill, and then you can put some veggies on, and you're done.
Yes,
Yeah,
just like that.
yeah.
Did you ever make stone soup at camp
Oh
or
yeah,
when you're
I
growing
used to
up?
make it at home.
You
It
did?
was
Get it
good.
in the
Yeah, I love it.
foil bucket and you
Oh
put
no,
the
I didn't actually do that. I just put everything in.
in
Yeah,
the soup. This
yeah.
is like on the campgrounds and you have a foil thing and you put in, I don't think we put meat actually, but maybe
I think it's just
vegetables and all
vegetables.
that
Yeah,
stuff.
like potatoes and
Yeah,
onions. And, yeah,
like we're the
yeah,
settlers,
yeah,
whatever that.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Also, I know no one wants to talk about this, and this is why we're talking about it. Summertime alcohol.
Oh, yeah,
Ooh.
yeah,
Mocktails. Yes, yes to the mocktails.
yeah. But just look at how much sugar is, like, look at what you're
Right.
getting, know what you're
Some
doing.
mocktails are full of sugar.
Right. I mean, you could have basically a milkshake, right? So just make sure you know what you're getting. But there's so many delicious herby, low in calories, no alcohol, taste delicious, kind of things to enjoy.
Yes. So many now. It's
Yeah.
amazing. And have fun. Invite your friends over and buy a few of them. You can all try them out, have like little taste tests and
Yeah. Or make
add
them
in.
with like fresh
That's what I was going to
herbs and
say.
yeah,
Mint makes
yeah,
everything amazing. Even just plain bubbly water with mint or a sprig of lavender, um, lime, go
yeah,
to, pretend margarita.
yeah,
And
exactly.
then if you need to, I'm going to say skinny margarita, which is the worst terminology, but it's basically tequila and lime
Yeah,
juice. That's like a
yeah.
teeny tiny
Without
one.
without the agave or anything.
No,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Or grenadine or, whatever, all
yeah,
that sweet stuff that they put in it. But
yeah,
I just always try to ask for bubbly water along with, or I bring it with me because you
yeah,
can always add bubbly water to anything or just have that in any glass you want. I'm to the point where, I really don't drink alcohol. I would say 99% of the time. Um, but I don't care what glass it's in. I just put my lime in it, not because I'm trying to convince anybody that I'm drinking anything, a gin and tonic or whatever, because I'm not. I don't want
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Because I'd rather sleep.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
I mean, that's the thing. If you want to have alcohol, great, but just know what it does in your bodies. For some people, you and me, we don't sleep as well.
Yeah.
Some people, they get relaxed, which, I get why they're doing it. But then they might snack more or eat, you know, more
Right.
dessert or whatever
Right.
because they're kind of
More
going the
than whatever
whole
they
cheese
wanted
and
to
cracker
do.
thing. Yeah.
Right.
So if you have a goal around your health, just make sure that you're supporting that. And then sometimes if you are at a special event or you're at somewhere you feel you really want to enjoy something, enjoy it,
Right.
right? But
Right.
make a conscious choice. Like
Yes.
this is the time I'm going to do it. Yeah.
Right. I was at a wedding recently and I had a glass of champagne.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But that was enough. And then I went to bubbly water after that because I rather just get credit for the 6 hours of dancing and 800
Yeah.
burn. So really
Yeah.
fun.
I
So
mean, a lot of times we don't pay attention to how we feel the next day. And then if we're not feeling our best, we don't always make the best decisions.
yeah,
So it's just good to be, conscious about
that's
it.
what I think. It's like having a cocktail or having a piece of chocolate cake this weekend that I had, a big
Yeah.
one. It was a conscious decision. I also got up early and got a lot of extra steps just because I wanted to. I
Yeah.
don't, these things, and we can also, the way I eat is a more of a flexible way of eating. I know that I want to hit my protein goals for the day and my fiber goals for the day, and then I know what works well with my body.
Yeah.
And then if I want to fit a piece of cake into that, I'm going to do that, but I may just add a few extra steps. And let's just not underestimate the steps, ladies, especially in summertime. I mean, we weight train, but even weight training is, 30 minutes to an hour.
Right.
And it's the
Not always a lot
moving.
of calories either that
No,
you're
it
using.
doesn't.
Yeah.
But I have this new mantra now that I weight train to look good, but I eat and I move so I can see what's underneath there, right?
Right.
Because I always say I
Totally.
have a six
Totally.
pack
Yeah.
in there somewhere, but I can't quite see it yet. So, but all that movement, walking, just moving around, that's what makes us feel good anyway, especially if we
Right.
can be
And that's what's
outside.
so good for us,
Yeah,
like for our long-term health,
yeah,
right?
right.
Yeah. It
Mental
makes
health,
us think clearer. Yeah. It makes
all the good things.
all the good things. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Barb, thank
Yeah.
you for those awesome
Yeah.
strategies as
Yeah.
always. I think we talk about these things and it feels so basic and almost redundant. You know why? Because it is.
Yeah.
Because good, healthy eating and nutrition is really basic and we tend to make it so
And
complicated. And it,
we feel like there's some secret that we don't know. Everyone else knows it, but we don't. And we get into the weeds. But honestly, do the basics and know what feels good in your body.
yeah,
Right.
beautiful. Right.
Yeah.
I love it. And enjoy the summer because it
Yeah.
is a little bit more relaxed, a
It
little
is.
bit.
It is. Yeah.
Hopefully it is
Yeah.
for everyone
Yeah.
here. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Barb
Channel your inner second
Sobel.
grader.
Yes. Okay, if somebody wants to reach out, how can they find you?
barbsobel.com and Barbara Sobel _nutrition on Instagram.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Know that Barb is always waving her approval magic wand on all the things that we do
Yeah.
for MenoWell. So,
One of my favorite snacks to take with me.
whoop, whoop. Yeah. Don't get on a plane without some MenoWell bars. Don't even
Yeah.
step into an airport without MenoWell bars. There's so much, I'll say it nicely, crap in airports
Yeah.
and temptations of the junkiest foods. And I mean, I am like, oh, I could have that today and I can have that and I can have that. I'm like, I don't even want to eat that, but it just looks fun. So,
Yeah. And if you're getting on an airplane, there is no food on airplanes anymore. So you got to come prepared.
no, pretzels and graham bits or whatever those things are not a meal. I'm just saying. So
Yeah, exactly.
be
And
prepared.
be
Be prepared.
prepared. Be prepared. Be prepared. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Thank you so,
All
so
right.
much, Barb.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Enjoy, everybody. Have a fun summer. We'll be seeing you. I think we have the next few weeks, and we're going to take a break. So stay tuned. All
Happy
right. Be
summer.
well. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.